fronting, posturing, or my favorite that all of you bought into, fake it until you make it, look the fucking part. Let me tell you, for all the homies that live life looking the part, for all you fuck faces wearing fake watches and a suit that you can't afford because somebody fucking told you that you have to look the part to win, let me tell you who you're fooling with your look the part. Other fucking losers. The quickest way for me to know somebody goes in the L column for life is when they're faking it until they make it. It is absolute horseshit out there right now because of the way communication. Listen, I'm all about this. This is the fucking game. If you do not put your mobile device and the platforms that are on it on a pedestal, you are actually irrelevant in society. You don't like it? Cool. I don't give a fuck. It's still the truth. Especially for this audience, if you're in business, if you're making business decisions based on you being angry at technology because kids don't look each other in the eye anymore, if you're running your business based on your ideology of how humans should be interacting with each other, you will lose. I love when people walk into my favorite is when you judge. When you walk into a restaurant and you see a couple sitting there and they're both on the phone and you hit your partner and you're like, oh, that's so terrible, right? They're not even talking. You think that's so terrible. I think it's phenomenal. I'm being dead serious. I think it's phenomenal. Let me tell you why, especially for the over 30-year-old crowd, because they're gonna remember the world this way. Back in the day, kids, when people didn't have fucking phones, I saw that same couple 15 years ago. Let me tell you what they did. They sat at dinner across from each other and they didn't say a fucking word to each other. Now at least they could be doing what they actually want to be doing. My friends, technology hasn't changed us. Technology hasn't changed us. Technology is exposing us. Everybody wants it. You guys really love to blame the Russians. The Russians didn't go in the poll booth and fucking pull the lever. You did, dick. Let me tell you how Facebook ads really run. They put shit in front of you that you're gonna respond to. We're getting exposed. We're not changed. There's no overlord robot. Zucks is not controlling your fucking mind. We just don't like being accountable to anything. Accountability, my friends, you put accountability on a pedestal, your life will change. Do you know how liberating it is when you realize everything's your fault? It gets real fucking good out here. When you actually realize everything's your fault, it gets really good out here. Because when you think your boss's boss controls your shit, when you think somebody down the street in a building controls your shit, then you get real sad because you feel helpless. When you realize you control your shit, things fucking go. The only thing you have to promise me is you have to understand one thing about business and life that you have a disadvantage of. You haven't been punched in the face yet. It's true. The only thing that is your vulnerability isn't the entitlement and all the other shit that everybody else says. We've had plenty entitlement in fucking America for a long time. Your biggest problem is you haven't been punched in the fucking face yet. Since you've been grown and in the game, the economy has been phenomenal. Over 40, raise your hands. Us fuckers been punched a couple of times. There's a lot of people right now that want to put entrepreneurship and owning their own thing on a pedestal because it's cool now, just like Harvard used to be cool 20 years ago. And just like I didn't fall for that, plenty of people here, I don't want to fall for the entrepreneurship thing. How many people here are entrepreneurs? So raise them high. I want to see it one more time. You got that. You got that down. So for everybody raising their hand, one more time, I apologize. I just want you to look around. Let me promise you one thing that all the people with their hand up know. This shit is lonely. How many people work somewhere? Raise your hands. It's cool. Love it. Let me tell you the best part about working somewhere. You get to blame somebody else. What sucks about entrepreneurship, one more time, hands, entrepreneurs, everything wrong with your business right now is your fucking fault. How many people here have more than 5 employees? Raise your hand. Every employee you blame, you fucking hired them, dick.